everyone, it's time for my February favourites, and it feels like 2 weeks ago that I did my January favourites, and it probably was because I'm always really late with them. So let's just crack on before I'm here for another week. So first up in my February favourites, I keep wanting to say January, but that was a very long time ago now. The first thing is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturiser. I have the shade Bisque, and I really love this. I used it back in the summer, and I think it was my first kind of makeup tutorial that I properly filmed on YouTube when I kind of started again after I used to film on my crappy webcam. And yeah, I used this and I loved it back then, and I've kind of had a bit of a love-hate relationship with my skin since I stopped using it. And then I was kind of like, the reason I really was liking my skin in the summer wasn't just because I had a tan, it was actually because I was using this, and it just makes you look really nice and glowy. So I decided to pick it back up in a lighter shade because I was fawn, and that is so orange on me now, so I really miss using this, and I'm really glad I picked it up. I also managed to use some of my Space NK points, which I was quite happy with, and that was good because I only actually had £30 because I forgot it was £33, and I would have had to borrow some money off my boyfriend, which he wouldn't have been very impressed with. Next item is the Clarins Liquid Bronze Self Tanning, and I bought this quite a while ago. I think I bought it last April, January, sometime around then, this time last year basically. And I bought it and I kind of liked it, but I wasn't so into it. It wasn't really having the same effect on me that it seemed to have on other people. But we did have a heat wave this time last year and I was quite brown, so I actually think that it probably doesn't do too much for darker skins, but actually works a lot on lighter skins, because recently this has just made my face so nice and bronzed and glowy when I'm having a really pale day. Next up I have 3 lip products, and the first one is a lip liner which I kind of picked up halfway through the month, and it is the Maybelline Colour Sensational lip liner. Just looks like this. It's kind of like a really neutral pinky colour. I'm wearing it today with another lipstick over the top, and I just really like it for kind of exaggerating my top lip slightly more, because I find that my bottom lip has just got some serious pout going on and the top lip is just basically non-existent. So I really have loved using this, and it's quite cheap because it's a drugstore product, so yeah, I just thought this was quite good. I have the shade 132, which is Sweet Pink. Following that, the lipstick that I've been using over it is MAC's Patisserie, and it is just a really gorgeous kind of neutral, nudie, natural colour. It basically is my lip colour, my exact lip colour, but a bit more sheeny and glossy, which I really like for when my lips are kind of quite dry and just really pale, like when I'm just not feeling overly well or it's really cold and my lips tend to go a bit kind of pale, I don't know, but they tend to lose some of their colour. So I find this is really good for times like that, because you just pop this on and you look alive again, which is amazing. The next lipstick is a tad more bold than MAC's Patisserie. It is Topshop's Firecracker. I just absolutely love this. I did a review on it on my blog, so I will link that up below. But it's just a really gorgeous orangey red, and I find it really suits my skin tone so well. It really kind of, I found that when I photograph kind of lip products from my reviews on my blog, I find that this just makes my eyes pop, and I hate it when people use that phrase, but it really does just make them stand out so much more than so many other lipsticks. So I've just really been loving this. It's quite creamy, so it tends to have a bit of slip to it, which you need to be aware of if you are kind of, I don't know, like me, where I tend to move my lips around a lot and it can just get all over your teeth. So I kind of pat it in quite a lot so there's not so much movement to it. And I also will use like kind of a matte red lipstick underneath just to kind of stop slipping and sliding, because I don't want this all over my teeth. That doesn't please me. So next up, continuing on my quest for kind of being bronzed and having a bronzy face, the Soleil Tan De Chanel bronzer. It's a cream bronzer, and I probably have just butchered the name, but it just looks like this. It's a really nice kind of not too orangey, not too just plain and browny bronzer. I personally wouldn't contour with it just because I use a really kind of cool toned product to do that. But yeah, I just really have loved this. It's really nice because I kind of don't want a powdery finish so much at the moment. I just want to look really natural and glowy, and I found that this has been perfect for that. I actually have 3 brushes here in my favourites that I would like to talk about this month, because these are basically the only ones I've used. So the first one is the Real Techniques multitasking brush, and it's just the perfect shape for contouring, I've found. I find it just fits really, really nicely in the hollows of my cheek, and I just kind of brush it up and down, and then I'll kind of just bring the product up into my cheeks, which I really, really love. And then I've been using the stippling brush with the Soleil Tan De Chanel, and I've just kind of been dotting that on my cheeks and just kind of blending up into my temples and across the top of my head, and I've really, really loved that. And then obviously the buffing brush. What else? I'm pretty sure it featured in my first makeup tutorial that I was talking about earlier, and I just use it every day. I can't believe it's still going, because there are some days when I'm getting dressed really quick and I'm just buffing my makeup in with severe force. I can't believe that it is still going. It is a bit of a wash, but it's great, and I really, really love it. And these are just the same brushes that I've been using kind of every single day this month, so I just thought they deserved a bit of mention, because I just haven't found myself using anything else, so they're really good. My final product is the Philip B Drop Dead Straightening Balm, and I have found this really useful this month because I have my hair cut. You probably can't tell because everyone keeps telling me that it's not like I've had a bob cut in. It is still quite long. It kind of comes down to here. It comes down to here, which is still quite long considering that it's curled at the moment. However, I have had more layers cut in, which I've had to cut twice because they were not so great. So I've had them kind of cut in twice, and they're quite short, and when there's kind of a lot of moisture in the air they like to flick out, which I hate. I loved my hair when it was kind of longer and all kind of more one length, because it just all fell super nice and straight, or just kind of with a little bit of a wave in it, but it just kind of, the ends fell straight. They didn't, when it got warm, it didn't flick out, or if I wore a scarf they wouldn't like just ping off everywhere because they've been like moulded to the shape of the scarf. So yeah, I have been really annoyed by that, and I found that the Philip B Straightening Balm has been really good just for using. I've been keeping it in my handbag and it's been really great. I just kind of pop it on my hands, rub it through and just smooth it over the hair, and then just kind of brush it through, and the hair just falls straight again. And I have just really loved that because it kind of really saves me on days when it's raining or my hair's just not cooperating. So yeah, I just have found that has been super amazing, and it's just kind of saved me a lot of hassle, because I usually get really, really grumpy when my hair doesn't stay how I want it. God bless my family for putting up with me, but yeah, I just really, really love this, and this stops Susie tantrums, so it's really, really great. And I think I'll have to pick up the full size when I kind of run out of this, but it's been going a while at the moment. I'm only kind of a third of the way through. So yeah, just been really, really impressed. Before I go, I'm just going to kind of chat through some of my kind of non-beauty favourites this month. So I've just made a little list. I did actually do something kind of organised. So yeah, I've done a favourite artist, favourite bloggers, and favourite film / TV show, and a favourite clothing item. I've actually realised that I forgot the clothing item, but I'll link a post on it up below. The clothing item that's my favourite this month is the Zara scarf that I bought. It's just a really, really gorgeous, soft, kind of charcoal grey scarf. Absolutely love it. I've done a post on it, so I'll link that. My favourite film / TV show, actually they're kind of linked. We saw Warm Bodies earlier in the month, and it's not necessarily the best film out there, but I have really been enjoying zombie films and TV programmes recently, so we saw that, and I actually just thought it was a really sweet film. I quite liked it, and the main reason I kind of went and saw it was because I really liked the song in the trailer. They had the Black Keys' Lonely Boy as the trailer, and that's just one of my absolute favourite songs at the moment. It's not one of my favourites for this month, but it really cheers me up, and so if you haven't listened to that, then you should go listen to it. And my favourite TV programme, obviously sticking on the zombie theme, is The Walking Dead. We're on the second part of season 3 at the moment, and I am absolutely loving it. I'm having zombie nightmares on a weekly basis. It's crazy, but I am absolutely loving it. Favourite bloggers, I've kind of got an Instagram account, a YouTube account, and a blog. So the Instagram account is an account called Bunny Mumma, and I love bunnies. I love anything kind of fuzzy and cute, but bunnies are my absolute favourite. When we move out this summer, we're going to get some house bunnies, which I'm really, really excited about, and my blog will probably, and YouTube will all just probably turn into like an ode to my bunnies. But yeah, this woman basically has an Instagram account for her bunnies, and they are just adorable. So she has like so many followers, so just to go and be one of them, then it's just so much cuteness. So much cuteness. Speaking of so much cuteness, I have been loving Kim from Love Cloth. Oh my god, she is just adorable, and her clothes and her style are just amazing, and her blog is so cute, so definitely go check her out. I'll link her up below. I just naturally, I have just been loving Beauty Crush recently on YouTube. Sammy is just so lovely. I kind of love the fact that she's just super down to earth and kind of is really like, she just has a complete laugh on camera, and I really like that, and I've just really been enjoying her videos and her posts and everything recently. And my favourite song / artist is just Aluna George as the artist. They are just amazing, and I am just so loving their music at the moment. Before I go, lastly, I'm just going to walk you through kind of things that I have been reading this month. The Topshop Magazine, which is their free one. This is the magazine for spring, summer, and I just absolutely love Topshop Magazine. I love it when you make an order and they just kind of ship you one of these with it. It just makes me so happy. Almost as happy as when I get an ASOS magazine with my order, which I didn't this month. I was quite disappointed. But yeah, I just have to stick to watching it online, or I will just have to buy myself an iPad and download it for free. But yeah, I digress. I've just really been loving this. Next up is a magazine that I picked up when I was in London. It is Allure magazine, and this is quite a difficult magazine to get hold of, but I literally just stumbled upon it when I was just nipping into Liberty's casually, as you do. I had like an hour to kill in the evening a few weeks ago, and I was just kind of walking past the stand that's like opposite Liberty's, and it's just a really kind of tiny little newsstand, but it had this on it, and I went to a cash point especially to get this because I didn't have any cash on me, and I was really intrigued by this because I was kind of not sure what to expect. This is February's edition. Yeah, it was quite an interesting one. I don't know if I'd definitely be an avid subscriber. Like, I plan on subscribing to Elle soon because I buy that every month without fail. But yeah, I'm just not sure if this would be one that I'd subscribe to every month, but I think I will definitely kind of be getting my colleagues up in London to bring one down to Brighton for me, just every so often if they pass news agents, because I just think this is quite an interesting magazine, and there are some quite interesting articles in it, and it's nice to see makeup that you don't see kind of in Elle and other kind of UK beauty sections in magazines. So that is it for my February favourites. Hopefully that wasn't too long. I think I've spent ages filming this, so I'm gonna have to edit this down. I hope that was enjoyable for you. If you kind of want to see kind of my non-beauty favourites and kind of what I've been reading again, then let me know. If you hated it, let me know, but be nice about it. If you want to see them in a separate video and I'll go into more in depth about things and things like that, then let me know about that as well, because I can always do that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.